it's Emily with veevonderland. Today's video topic is actually a special request from a fellow watcher, so thank you so much for this idea. I'm very excited to try it out and I hope you enjoy this episode dedicated to you. Today we're going to be breaking down some of the most top viral TikTok makeup videos, and I will show you what I would do instead of some of the things that they do and how to make the whole look come together. Let's go. So as you can see, the original video does have some role playing here. She's really sad and like, I don't know, in the rain or something like that. And then she does like the swiping motion. And then she has like, boom, full glam. She's got a bold red lip. She's got the cat eye with black eyeliner. And she's got kind of a reddish gold sort of eyeshadow, so that's what we're gonna go for today. First thing first, if you're going to actually go to an event with this sort of makeup, I would recommend putting on SPF. If that's the case, the SPF or sunscreen that I like to use is the Shiseido Urban Environment Oil for UV Protector. It's very smooth and actually feels quite like a matte primer, so I think it'll meld easily with your makeup and your skin, and we're going to be putting quite a decent amount of makeup on, so I think this is a great option. For primers, there are two different options that I can recommend. If you have more dry skin, I would recommend this Bare Minerals Primetime Original Foundation Primer here, which has sort of a watery texture but does feel matte when you do spread it ultimately. And then we also have the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. This is more if you have oily skin and you do want a bit more coverage from oil. Today my skin was feeling kind of dry and icky. It's definitely autumn and I can feel that with my skin, so I went ahead and used this Bare Minerals Primetime Primer. And as for foundation, I use this Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This is a little bit of a tanner color. I do believe this is like some sort of gold. It's 410 is the shade number. And at first I was debating whether or not I should have lighter skin because, you know, the TikTok always, when it comes to like China or Korea or Japan, they're always trying to lighten their skin. There's even an issue in Asia where people are trying to bleach their skin, and I realized maybe that's not really what I want to put out there. So what I'm doing is just putting my natural foundation. Just wanted to say that, you know, your natural skin tone is beautiful no matter what it is, and that you can do different, you know, viral makeups. You just have to kind of adjust slightly the color palette. But anyways, moving on to your regularly scheduled program. Once you go ahead and put on the foundation of your choice, then you can start with the brows. So the brow kind of pencil that I'm going to be using is the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit Cosmetics. I'm doing this because it's dark brown and very light. I realized that she didn't really spend that much time on her brows, so what I'm doing is just kind of filling in whatever is like, there's a gap, but I'm just gonna keep it very natural. I'm not gonna do, you know, the traditional very strong looking brow that American makeup normally has. So this is just kind of like a few flicks here and there, drawing a few hairs, and that's pretty much it for brows. I'm also going in with a spoolie right here, and if you have extremely unruly brow hairs that won't stay in place, I would recommend a clear brow gel. Something that's pretty inexpensive is the NYX The Clear Brow Gel, and that basically what you do is you just swoop it up and then kind of like this way, and that's what's going to like tack on your brow hairs to make it a lot more neat. Now is arguably one of my favorite parts of the whole makeup process in general is eyeshadow, and this is the absolutely stunning Believe in Yourself 28 shade palette by veevonderland Cosmetics. This beauty is actually 50% off. In fact, all veevonderland Cosmetics are 50% off. Link is in the description. Make sure to treat yourself, check it out, and I will be with you every single step of the way in all of my tutorials to help you apply these wonderful products, and I'll be sure to bring you the hottest makeup trends and coolest tips, so stay tuned and follow along. But continuing on with this beautiful palette, I saw that she did have some reds here and there along with a little bit of shimmer, so we're going to go ahead and try to emulate that. There are tons of lovely red colors more in this bottom corner here. I think it'd be smart to start off with kind of smoking our eye out, so I'm going to use this color at the very corner, the You Are Not Alone. It's actually more of a brick tone. It's got some browns but also some reds, so I thought it would be good for definition. Notice how in the video she does not go all the way and does like this crazy thing. She mostly concentrates it here so she can lift it up to make this cat eye. So that's what we're going to do first. I am going straight away with this bullet brush, and it's called M506 by Morphe. I'm just gonna go in with the color that I mentioned earlier. It is called You Are Not Alone. Yeah, you're not alone. I'm here with you to do these TikTok makeup tutorials. And right away, I'm not doing any blending first. The first thing I'm doing is I'm flicking up from the bottom corner here of my eye just to extend it upwards to get that cat eye sort of eyeshadow shape. And then I'm kind of bringing it in like here, but mostly concentrating it upwards. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect. We're gonna go in with concealer later and just kind of clean it up. But as of right now, I'm just trying my best to make sure that there is some sort of cat shape here. So it's kind of like a triangle. Eventually I'll kind of bring it to this middle part of my eye and kind of make like a sort of curved up triangle, but for now this is the general area that you want to apply the eyeshadow in. Once you've gone ahead and made this general sort of cat eye shape with the You Are Not Alone brownish reddish color, this actually looks quite red, but it's not as deep as the other reds, so like these two. So we're gonna actually go ahead and switch brushes and kind of deepen this color, but with multiple shades. I'm using the M508. We just used You're Not Alone, so we're gonna use Nothing Can Stop Me, which is this color right here. And I'm using the smaller brush because I want a little bit more defined control. And so I'm going to do like the same flicking upwards right here. As you can see, it's a bit more concentrated in the red color. It's more red than it is brown. Once again, I'm just bringing in that red a little bit more and kind of buffing it out in this area. Don't worry about whether or not you still have like a super cat eye shape, because we will once again make it super snatched with concealer. And I'm going to go ahead with this color and I'm going to kind of squint like this and take it underneath my eyes. And some of you are wondering, Emily, why do I want to look like I rubbed ketchup underneath my eyes? Well, the reason why is because the more that you have in terms of shading around your eye, the bigger it'll look, and the more cohesive your whole eye in general will look. Especially since you're doing a cat eye where it's pretty snatched. You don't want to look like you just rub some stuff on here and then just went yeet. You want to actually have your whole eye look like it's one cohesive piece of art, I suppose. And so that's what we're going for right now. So for some of you that don't really have the already natural kind of uplift that Asian eyes tend to have, something that really helps is if, like, you look right here at this eye, see how it's closed, right? But if it's closed, you can see that it's literally like this huge triangle that I've been following, and that's how you get this kind of cat eye shape. So with the eyeshadow, if you close your eyes and you do this sort of thing here, like this line that's almost parallel to like the corner of your eye right here, and then you just follow along towards more like past the middle, like right here to 3/4 into where your eye is. That would be the way to do your eyeshadow. Once you've gotten more or less your general satisfaction with your shape in terms of your eyeshadow, it's time to go in with some more color. I'm going in with the Healthy and Happy, this vibrant fire truck red. And you can use the same brush here, but basically where you've already shaded more or less, that's where you want to put in this extra color. Might I recommend like more in the middle here, because it's the brightest color, so you want it more towards the middle of your eyes or the inside of your eyes. So almost like eyeliner, you just kind of want to do a full circle here. You want to make sure that you're not leaving anything, because see, originally here there's nothing really here in terms of shading, but when I go ahead in with the Healthy and Happy and I just kind of do like an eyeliner, then you're able to just have like many different colors here of different shades of red, so it looks better than just one shade of red. Now for this step, you're going to want to change colors because you don't want the red everywhere after you just so painstakingly put it on, you know, where this like angle is. And so basically once you've done that, you switch brushes. I'm using this regular fluffy brush, it's M441, and then it's time to go in with two colors. First, we're gonna go in with this color that we're gonna put everywhere, which is this one. This is the Dancing Is My Life, and then we're gonna go in where the red is here with the same brush that we just used, and we're gonna use the color I'm a Pretty Girl. So this is red, that's gonna be where the red is, and then everywhere, like right here, because it's kind of bare or boring if you don't put anything there, we're gonna use the color Dancing Is My Life. So going in with the color Dancing Is My Life, which is this rose gold sort of color, I just wanted to give a little bit of shimmer everywhere, like where the rest of the eye is pretty much. because in the video you do see that she does have like glitter and shimmer everywhere. Obviously most of it is concentrated where her like eyeliner is, but I did see like when she was moving around there was some shimmer on her eyelids, and I just wanted to give some extra shimmer here with this shade. So if I'm like moving around doing like the, oh yeah, I'm better than you see this ring, I'm better than you, or whatever, you can see there's like this shimmer here now that is similar to that in the video. Man, where do they get these ideas? It's always like, oh, you hurt me and you left me and now I'm cool now because I'm rich and I have nice eyeliner. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting from these TikTok videos. But anyways, so once again, going in with this beautiful sparkly red shade. I'm a pretty girl. We're going in with this narrow brush that we're using before, the M508. And I'm just applying this glitter, being careful at the same time to not ruin the shape that we just painstakingly worked towards. And if you're wondering why all of a sudden this got sharper, it's because once again I used concealer off camera, but basically I brought my concealer and just cleaned up the edges a little bit here. But if you follow the triangle pattern here, you shouldn't really need to clean it up that much. Now for the black eyeliner, it's time to go in with the MAC liquid eyeliner. This is called the Brush Black Brushstroke 24-hour liner. That's a mouthful. And it's got this felt tip, so it should be a little bit easier to kind of figure out where to go. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of line this area, and then I'll try my best to follow the corner right here and make that sort of same triangle as you can see here. So I just wanted to show you all what happened with my eyeliner. As you can see, I did just a regular lining here, and then I went up sort of here, and then as you can see, it kind of curves the same way. So if you're satisfied with this area, which is the triangle, you just follow that with this eyeliner and it'll move up like a cat eye. Now that you've gotten your eyeliner all done, it's time to put some finishing touches on the eyes. And so I'm gonna go in with this gold color here. Today is my day. Today is the day to do some TikTok stuff. And I am going to go in with this sort of flat, thin brush. It's called M124. And I'm going here where our under eyes are, and I'm putting in some gold. Reason is, one, the makeup look kind of gives me like Chinese New Year sort of vibes. And two, as you can see in the video, the red is not as bright as it is for like over here. And so that's why I just kind of wanted to make it a little bit more subtle, but also bring it together. As you can see, it just looks like my eyes are a little bit bigger because it's less harsh. And then obviously the detail is more focused in this area. And if you want, you can kind of go ahead in with the same shade that you did the sparkle here, the Dancing Is My Life, and you can go ahead and pat that onto the red as well. If you don't want like a super red look, you can just kind of lightly tap it, a sparkle, onto where the red is, and some shimmer. Now for mascara, I'm using the veevonderland Cosmetics Beautiful Days Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. It really does what it says it'll do. I'm just curling my lashes. And then I'm going in with the Ardell Demi Wispies. Now that we've got our lovely lashes on and this upper area is done, it's time to go ahead and contour the nose. And I always do a very light contour. I don't really think most people need like a really huge contour. I know there's some like transformation videos where they shove up like garbage, like literally like this long piece of plastic in their nose, and there's no need to do that. You want to breathe. Your nose is for breathing. And so I just go in with this really simple Fenty Beauty matchstick. It's in the color Mocha, and I just kind of like lightly just kind of rub it in and blend it. It's very easy to blend. Don't shove trash up your nose for the sake of cosmetics. And then just to kind of keep this sort of shimmery look going, I'm also going to go in with the rose gold version of the contour stick that I just put on, which is the matchstick in the color Trippin'. Trippin' up with these TikTok vibes. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know what I just said either. Nor do I normally speak like that. The TikTok is getting to me. You know, honestly, normally I wouldn't ever really go for like red, even though people say like, oh yeah, red looks good on Asians, but this is This is quite nice. I enjoy this look. I'm really glad that one of you had decided to recommend this to me. If you ever have any recommendations for videos, just always feel free to comment them, and I'll always try my best to make a video and try my best to make something, create something for you all. So it didn't really look like she had any contour for her face, like when it comes to the cheeks. So I'm gonna do very, very, very light contouring with the same product I used for my nose. So I'm just going like just a little bit. And I'm actually gonna focus more on the chin because I know that a lot of Asian cultures really care a lot about the tapered chin. I do have a small chin, but I think if I like have this kind of V shape, it'll look a little bit more like those viral TikTok ladies of Asia. So for the chin, I'm actually using something a little bit different. I'm using the Shade Plus Light Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm using this part right here. And I'm just kind of working my way like this way to make it look like my face has more of a V shape per se. I'm definitely like shading this area. Difference. But this is optional. You don't really have to do this if you don't really want to, because honestly it's not the biggest thing. I think the biggest factor is like the eyes and the way they did it, so no worries if you don't do it, you're fine. We're almost done. It's time for the lips, and so I'm going in with this lip primer, this Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit. Normally you don't really have to because it's not like it sets, but something that I use to kind of moisturize and plump my lips normally before I start all the tutorials is the Sephora lip plumper thing. But that's quite glossy and it kind of makes all the lipsticks not stick so well. Next, we're going in with the Sephora lip liner, and this is in the color Classic Red. And then I'm going in with the Love of My Life veevonderland Classic Red lipstick. Now, since this TikToker has a sort of ethereal glow to her, we're gonna go ahead and use the Wannabe Me setting spray by veevonderland Cosmetics. This shimmer is the last perfect finishing touch, and we're gonna go ahead and spray some. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. We'll see you next time. See ya!